Hi guys, my name is Nonema Tigela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I want us to talk about uRamsipile. He did something extraordinary. Kesana namhlanje. He decided, Uguti, you know what? Let me get smart. Yeah, he is smart, but today this was a very smart move. Okay, what he did there was very strategic. I cannot I cannot tell you. He did a very strategic thing. I'm going to put a clip of what exactly he said when he began with this so that you can hear him very well. But I appreciate what he did there and what he said there. And oh my God, it was not a waste of time, I tell you. Firstly, he said that he's going to do clarifications because yesterday he got a lot of complaints. He got a lot of calls. He got a lot of calls from people complaining about the nature of the interpretation of yesterday's proceedings. Even the witness himself was like, I'm not happy how the lady was interpreting. She's like, I'm not berating anybody. I'm just saying that there are things that needs to be fixed because so let's deal with that. Let's deal with that. Now, this is what Ramsipili did, Kesana. He went when he was busy with his clarifications. Let me take you there. Let me take you there to the things that he dealt with. Okay, because my goodness. Also, guys, before I even do that, this was not a small thing, ne? The witness did not say pants, but he said belt, yet the interpreter yesterday said pants. He did not say traditional marks. He says the marks were from handcuffs. He did not clearly say Ndanzi completed matric with his brothers. He says they attended the same school, but he cannot confirm same class or same grade. This one, he did say they studied until matric. And I remember explaining this yesterday. I don't think he understands because they are very young than him. I want to put him go 1970 uputi and then untanzi ngoka 1990. So there's a let's say ngoka 70, then we have to go 80. There's 10 years. There's 20 years difference between them. I suspect so, if not more. There's 20 years, if not more. And then he also says that so uRamsipile was explaining all these things because when it comes to the first one, Usisi Izolo said that the witness was asked to take off his pants. He said trousers. And uRamsipile was like, was it pants or what? He says no. It was the belt. And the wallet also, the wallet was fine yesterday. And then there's this part of traditional marks. I was so here for it. I was so happy with that because the one of traditional marks, it was Judge Rata who dealt with that, who made it look like it was in Dabaye. It was what you call it was traditional. Okay, the firstly, the person that started, let me put it right, let me rephrase this. The person that first talked about traditional marks was the interpreter. Then Ujudge Rata, because he's an interferer, he interfered with that and moved with it. Now on record, it sounded as if they said those marks are not from the handcuffs, but they are rather traditional marks. They even said it's a Z traditional. uRamsipile was like, Angeke. It's not going to move that way. We are going to fix the record today. So that's what he dealt with there. And then now it was put clearly today that it was marks that were from the handcuffs, Ubuti Walimala. All right. And then uRamsipile tried to talk about the matric situation because uNtanzakana matric, he dropped out here standard 8. Wayithetha wayigqiba and then uGuy waphendula. But now uSibanda catched on, but at a later stage. But no, we am cross-examining ngala question. He was very clear yesterday that unemetric. Sharp what uRamsipile, I'll wait for your re-exam. It's fine. Let me drop the question. Now, what I liked also about that is uRamsipile did not want to fight with anyone regarding anything. He was just there saying what he needed to say. Okay? He was just there saying what he needed to say. And my goodness, if I tell you that Ramza was not having if I tell you that Ramza was like, I don't wanna fight. I just I just want us to fix things zibe right ngendlela right. So he also went as far as talking about other issues, the ID parade. Yeah, it was put in context thoroughly namhlanje. It was put in context thoroughly. The questions that he was asking Nkosi yami. The questions that he was asking Nkosi yami. Uthi izolo he received a lot of complaints, right? Um, oh, I do not wanna even. I don't even know how to appreciate everything, ne? Because now we were dealing with a speech and ID parade, sana. It was a lot. It was a lot. And this was very exclusive because now Uramsipile at some point he told the guy about how um uh the speech the okay before that before we go to the parade, the speech is the situation of the animal skin risk mark ne Ujudge Rata Ujudge Rata is the one that is coming with Ispanda now. Ispanda is the speech, the animal skin risk. Ujudge Rata wanted to, in my view, and I'm sure even others, Ujudge Rata made it look like that was a situation whereby the Spandla is the one that made the marks. He even went as far as asking about the ritual of Ispandla, from the person that was dealing with the marks, because uRamsipile uye wacela into yoba kucheckwe zonke ezaa zinto so that ku-understand into yobana ngaba how deep are these things. So the lady came and the lady was talking about all of that. Hayini utata wenu uJadrata. UJadrata akanamahloni guys kodwa sometimes amahloni into apha angenayo ngo I can tell you for free. So these are the things that uRamsipile dealt with. And then uJadrata was busy asking about his panther, and like we didn't know where was this going because, excuse me, say. Now, after that situation of the panther, the animal skin tonto in the wrist, one on the wrist by Zulu people, the state, of course, they were going to try and use these guys to identify the features of as if this is a panda for real. And I'm glad Ramsipile was like, I'm going to hammer this until it makes sense, which he did. It was now bravo. Now let's go to the ID parade contamination. Now, this is working with the case starts shaking because the witness confirms that he was told before the ID parade who are the people, what they allegedly did, that they were involved in the killing of Senzo Meyiwa. And this is exclusive because an ID parade must follow strict rules. A witness must identify suspects. A witness must be the one that is identifying. No one must tell him. In this situation, this entire situation is very exclusive because an ID parade must follow strict rules, right? A witness must identify suspects independently, without prior influence, without suggestion from the police. But in this situation, police told him these are the people, they killed Senzo. And what I like is that he was asked which people were those. He said they said it's gonna be Muzi, Danzi, Mncube, Mapisa, Ntuli. And it was Gininda that was on the forefront of this entire situation. Now, this is suggesting that it suggests that coaching. He was being coached. The witness is no longer identifying on his own from his own memory. He is identifying from what the police are telling him. And it confirms the biasness of it all because once told these are the killers, the brain searches for reasons to confirm. ID parade becomes invalid again in this situation because it is no longer a test of memory, it becomes a test of compliance. Now, the real problem is this is not just a mistake. This suggests the outcomes of the ID parade was premeditated by Ugininda because witness already knows who to pick. Police already framed the suspect. Parade becomes a formality, not evidence. Now, the other thing that he mentioned is that Ugininda, Hey, they were. I already spoke about this parade thing, but Uramsipile went through it because he was saying, "I, uh, I just want to confirm certain issues, clarify certain issues," and then he also spoke about he also spoke about how Ugininda was making them do this. Uti, the way they were treated, it was like they were children who don't know how life moves or how life goes about because now, and they found themselves without a choice. He also mentioned ukuthi he was with Jack Buthelezi, he was with Undwandwe when they were there, and then there were other people, but these ones are the ones that he was first with. It's a movie, son. Yayazi Bioscope. We are watching a Bioscope live, Kesana, Kwisenzo Meiwa case. That is all I can tell you. That was the other thing that happened today, Uram Sipile, when he was busy with clarifications. And I'm so proud of him because he takes criticism, especially when it's going to assist him. I was very impressed with him. He said, I got a lot of complaints about the interpretation, and isiZulu is not my first language, so I cannot say people are just smoking socks. Okay, what are your thoughts with how Ramsipule moved when it comes to this? Because now this made a cross-examination for me to be smooth because there was relaxation, there was no rush. Yesterday he was in a rush. Today he was just moving very smoothly. What are your thoughts? I'll see you on our next video. Bye bye.